Hello and welcome back to my update diaries. Last time we went over 1.3 and its barrage of green use or nothing levels, so now we arrive at 1.4. This update is another pretty big one. It contains the mini portal, 2 new tile sets, and all the saws. If 1.3 didn't deliver with using the new deco, hopefully 1.4 does. Let's get started. This is my update diary for 1.4. Now, 1.4 is the only time in GD's history where an update has less rates than the update that came before it. 1.3 has 246 levels, while 1.4 only has 202. I could not tell you the reason for this. Maybe 1.5 was released too fast for creators to make more levels than in 1.3, maybe the rate standards were raised, they weren't, or something else. What I can certainly tell you is that 1.4 is not like 1.3 in the slightest. It does retain some of its traits. For one, the best levels are still the demons, since they actually had to be made by intelligent people. Most of the levels below 7 stars remain their usual green user made in 15-minute sludge that you beat and then never think about again. But there is one difficulty that you have to be very wary of when playing this update. The insane levels here are unhinged. Whenever you see an 8 or 9 star level playing this update, prepare to see some of the most dubious gameplay of all time. I'm not kidding when I say the hardest parts of this update, besides the obvious, is the goddamn insanes. There are medium demons easier than some of these. Well, I guess it's time to start talking about the creators. Darnok returns with the same amount of levels as in 1.36, and they are very nice breaks from the madness that is the rest of the update. Rabbidical only made 2 levels here, Extreme Fantasy, which made it into the map packs, and Definite Integral, which is one of the hardest levels in the update, so that's pretty cool. There are also some of the funnest demons in here, so good job. Demon Best GG gives us 4 more levels, which are all quite okay. Every day is a perfect example of the Insanes being the hardest levels, by the way. Jax is back from 1.2 with 4 more levels, and they're all pretty cool. I'm also pretty sure he invented the level mix trend with his level exploring area, so that's pretty cool. Zelink also made 9 levels during this update, and they all suck major ass. X-Nail, also known as the guy that made Happy Flying, is back with 1 medium demon, and it's actually a good level, so props to him. Mixtroid is back with 3 more VO1s, and they're all completely fine. Mask 463 also made 7 whole levels in this update, and they're actually go above 4 stars this time, and they're actually somewhat interesting. Good job, Mask. The Kid is back with 3 more levels, and they're also fine. Same goes with Partition. Yanhasu made 2 levels, and they're fine. I Am X-Step made 3 more levels, and I wish they didn't because their gameplay sucks. Spawn caps off their discography with Stereo Madness, Back on Track, and Polarized Mini, as well as Mathematics. Thank God, I did not like this man's levels. They can have some of the worst gameplay in the world at times. Cody is back with 5 more levels. We got up to 10 X-Step in the number series, and also got Time Machine Auto and Cycles Auto. These levels are exactly what you'd expect them to be. Funny Game is back with 2 more levels, which is awesome. Lunar Sing is back with Sing Factorial 4, which is one of the best demons in the update. Blaze JCY is back with 3 more levels, and they suck just as much as they did back in 1.3. 99 Geometry Dash divided their level output by 5 in this update and only released 2 levels, so that's weird. And finally, for the old creators, Roadboss made 3 more levels, and I still don't like his gameplay. I had to give up on beating every 1.4 level because of Ice Carbon Zust, mostly because 1, that would be a new hardest for me, and 2, it's one of the most boring levels ever to play from 0. So instead of having beaten every level in the update, I had to settle for 99.5% of them. Anyway, time for some new creators, which there are surprisingly few of. First off, PG-1004. He made 3 demons in this update, and wow, are they annoying. I think this might be a me problem, but every time I play a PG-1004 level, it feels like it's the most rudest thing ever, like it just hates the player. I don't know why, but every PG level gives me this feeling. Dorabe got their start here and made 5 levels, 3 of which are Dorabe Choose Way. Well, this is a pretty unique concept. The deco is non-existent, and the gameplay could have been handled way better. Dorabe Choose Way 3 is genuinely a high-end medium demon disguised as a 9-star. Very Inactive is a creator that you'll come across only playing 1.4 because he didn't make any other levels in any other update, and wow, is his gameplay trash. It is so bad. I am sorry, there's not a single level I enjoyed from him. And those are really all the big new creators. There are a lot of smaller creators here that made 1 or 2 levels that went on to create a lot more in later updates, so I'll quickly shout some honorable mentions. Zeraku, who made Swiftness, one of the 2 insane demons here. Ruined, who made Codename Factory. Venza, the guy that made Theory of Relativity, got his start here. Minus, the guy that made like 3 or 4 element levels, and Lobby. They're all really good examples of this. Their later works are much more interesting, but I can't let them go unnoticed. And that's about it. Overall, I probably wouldn't recommend playing 1.4. If you want to actually complete it, you'd have to beat Ice Carbon Zust, and that's annoying. Swiftness is also a big obstacle, and I was happily lucky enough to have already beaten it. Even if you want to only beat the non-demons, the levels are still very unhinged. It's only more pronounced with the 8 and 9 stars. So if you want to play the most batshit insane old levels of all time, I'll leave the list IDs for this update in the description. That's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in whatever's next.